What the fudge is polymorphic malware? I was recently included in a class action lawsuit against OpenAI. I was only referenced as an expert. I am not participating in the lawsuit, but I was quoted inside it. And I was quoted about polymorphic malware and the potential that AI has for this. So I thought it'd be interesting to discuss what the fudge is polymorphic malware. So essentially, polymorphic malware is malware that is able to change itself. Now, this is really significant because how we detect malware or viruses, if you will, is by signature-based. We signature certain areas of code and we match that with a database, and it's a very efficient way of detecting it. However, this only works if the malicious code we're looking for is exactly the same inside. Polymorphic malware is code that is able to change itself, therefore being completely undetectable by traditional systems. Now, polymorphic malware isn't new. It dates all the way back to 2007, where one of the first examples was in a virus called Sandworm, which propagated itself typically through email. But the potential for AI makes this so much worse. With AI, there is the potential to be able to create completely custom malware. So think about it as instead of giving someone a virus, you're giving them a malicious AI model that's going to monitor your computer and your activity and then create malware onto your computer that's directly targeted towards you, making it completely undetectable by traditional methods. But it even gets kind of more scary than this. And what the lawsuit reference is when I was discussing that it's very probable that AI models will create their own programming languages. Right now, AI models create programs or applications or software inside programming languages like Python or JavaScript that humans have created that humans can read. This is totally unnecessary if AI is going to be creating code or software in the future, which means that not only can an AI model create custom malware, it can create custom malware in a programming language that it created that a human cannot read. So how could we detect this in the future? Well, it is possible to detect this, but we need to move away from signature-based detection to behavioral-based detection. That is that we're not looking for code patterns inside software. We're looking for what software does and the behaviors that it has. However, this does mean that we move away from explicit detection, which is mean that we are certain that this code is malware, to probable detection, which is we think this program is doing something malicious, which means that we're going to have a whole much more false positives and false negatives. So how do we solve this? Well, this comes into the second part. We're going to need to be using AI itself to be able to detect the AI malware. So if we combine probable behavioral pattern detection with AI trained models to detect malware, we have a good shot at trying to identify AI polymorphic malware written in AI programmatical languages. Thanks.